Hey chickies! Here at Oh My Gosh Polish, mistakes will be made. As per usual, it'll be lots of fun, so subscribe now. Now let's get into today's nail art. We're doing Watercolour Mermaid. I really hope you like it. Let's get into it. It was super fun. Now I've started off with a white base on all of my nails, and to do that I used iScream Nails Soft Serve, and then after that was completely dry I added a coat of Bow Polish's matte top coat. That's incredibly important when using any kind of watercolor paints, pens, markers, textures, anything that's watered down. It's very important. I'm also going to be using some liquid latex to protect the skin around my nails, and you'll notice that the brush that I'm using to put that just really closely around my nail is a lot thinner than what I would normally use. And that's because I'm using the what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Liquid Palisade bottle, which I've put my Simply Peel in that bottle so I can utilize that really fine brush. That's why, because I wanted to get really, really, really close to my actual nail, and because I have sort of quite deep cuticles, I guess you call it. I don't even know what that's called. Anyway, because of that, I didn't want any of the watercolor shade to go into and stain the area around my nails. So that's why I did it that way to begin with, and then I came in with the regular Simply Peel brush. Now this is what I'm going to be using to create the watercolor. I'm going to be using Jane Davenport's Mermaid markers. They are basically extremely highly pigmented watercolor pens. They are so much fun to use. You probably have seen videos of these where actual watercolor artists have created these beautiful pieces of art with these things. They are just amazing. They're really, really gorgeous. Now there is a trick when you first get a packet of mermaid markers. They have a little green band around them, and you have to take that off, and then you screw the top of it on, and that sort of breaks the seal so that you can then start using them. They're so much fun to use. I'm actually going to be doing some proper art with some watercolor paper with these, but I really did believe, and turns out I was right, that they would work really well with nail art as well. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of stuff with these because they are so much fun. No, she's not paying me to say that, Jane Davenport, but she did send me these because I asked for them. Sometimes when you have a high social media following, you can ask for things to review and to play with and whatnot to use in your stuff. So, okay, this is fun. It's so much fun. I can't even tell you how much fun it is to use these things. Okay, so we're going to start off with this gorgeous blue aquary color, and as you can see, I'm just priming it because this is the first time I've ever used this particular pen, and this is one of the reasons why having a matte top coat is really important when using something like this, because if you didn't, then you would end up with a pooling of the watercolor paint or watercolor ink, and it wouldn't sit so beautifully on the nail. Now I know it doesn't look like a lot right now, but we're just adding the color first, and then we're going to come back in with a little bit of water, and we're going to have a good old play with it. So this is my first time using these things, so I wasn't 100% sure how they were going to work, or even if they were going to work, but I had my suspicions. And I just love playing with new things. It's so much fun. So once I have my colour down, I'm then going to come in with my J & Dance 24 brush from What's Up Nails and a little bit of water, and that's it. And then we're going to sort of blend the colours together. Now you'll notice that as I start using more and more water, the bit of blue in the middle I think ended up being completely muted out, and there was really no point, and it ended up being more of a pinky purpley deal in the end, but I'm definitely going to play with these a lot more, so I'm going to get better at it. So I was on a bit of a learning curve with these. They are so highly pigmented though, which is really, really, really wonderful, because you don't want to completely mute out all of the colors. Although I will say at the end, you will notice that the top coat did tend to do that. And I think that might have had something more to do with the fact that I was using water rather than, I'm going to try next time, try to use some isopropyl alcohol and see if that helps to set the color so that it doesn't get so muted out by the top coat. I think that's my mini theory at this point, and I'm trying to, yeah, I will figure out whether or not that is actually something that's true or not. Now here I'm coming back in with a little bit of more of the pink at the tip of the nail because I felt like it needed a little bit more of a boost of color in that area. And that's another really cool thing about these watercolor inks, is that you can just keep coming back in and as many times as you like, and the whole thing will change every time you do, pretty much. But something else I also noticed is once the ink was dry on my nail, and then I came in with a couple of drops of water, it created this gorgeous sort of, I don't know how to even describe it, but it was really, and so I had to do some more of that. And I think maybe that might have also contributed to the top coat muting out the color in the end. Like it didn't go all the way or anything like that, but I wasn't aware that that was going to happen, and I was really excited when it did. A little bit disappointed that the top coat kind of didn't keep that, and I think I'm still experimenting, so don't be too worried or concerned. The experimenting will go on, and I will continue, you know, letting you know how I go with it all. So now, because these are called mermaid markers, I felt I had to do a mermaid mani with them, and so I'm using Uber Chic Beauty's Mermaid Life plate to get that gorgeous mermaid scales pattern over the top of what I've already done. I'm using the Mundo de Uñas black stamping polish because it doesn't tend to smudge, like for some reason my Dance Legend black stamping polish is all of a sudden smudging. The stamping or the stamper that I'm using is from Bliss. It's that really cool red one I showed you a couple of weeks ago. I really like it. I really, 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 really like it. I'm not even kidding. And no, they don't pay me to say that. They just send me free stuff. But I really, really like it. So everything is completely dry. Of course, you want to go ahead and seal it all in with your favorite top coat. And yes, I'm using Seche Vite as per usual. And yes, it muted out the colors, but it's okay. It wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't a devastating thing. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. I hope you didn't mind me learning in front of you, because I'm definitely learning on this particular one. I love how it came out. That's terrible English. I love how it came out in the end. So I'm really looking forward to showing you some more using these gorgeous pens. And maybe I'll even show you what I do with the actual watercolor on paper. See, who knows? I might be able to do that too. It's entirely possible. I'm open to everything. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. And don't forget to go and watch my previous video, and of course subscribe. It's free. Okay, go now. Bye.